Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. Thank you all so much for the love and support on all my other videos. I really appreciate it, and please keep showing that love. Remember to like, to subscribe, to share, and make sure that you are the first to know when my new videos come out. I am working so hard on being more consistent, guys. It's really hard, but I'm trying my best to get more content to you, but like meaningful and valuable content. So yeah, I hope you're all having a blessed day, weekend, midweek, whenever you're watching this video. I hope things are going well for you. Welcome back. So what did I want to talk about today? Well, guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about my education. So I have, last February, so about a year ago, I started an MBA. So if anyone doesn't know what that is, it's a master's in business. So it covers things like marketing, accounting, economics, it covers strategy, it covers, what other units? Oh, there's so many units, but you get the gist. It basically helps you to have a strategic and thorough understanding of business, and what makes businesses work, what makes businesses fail, and different sort of ways to analyze that and understand that. It's not so much about the basics of like, how do you set up a business, how do you do, a launch or anything like that. It's more of a strategic oversight into business. So it really is pitched at people who are already in the industry, already run businesses, or maybe someone who wants to change to do something different, but they do already have quite a lot of professional working experience. So I've been working professionally for over 10 years now, and I have also had the opportunity to be in like managerial and senior roles. So I think that's kind of what helped me to get onto the course. But what I kind of wanted to talk about today is my reflections so far on the course, how I'm getting on, and just for anyone who's thinking about doing a master's and specifically thinking of doing an MBA, some tips that I can share. So where do I start? What made me want to do this? So I always kind of knew that I would want to change professions at some point in time, and I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I just knew it wasn't the first thing I was going to do. I wanted to have a career first, and then get some experience, have some money, and then be able to start a business later down the line. So in 2019, actually prior to 2019, I was looking at doing like management masters or like business management masters, because I felt it'll give me the opportunity not only to progress within my current career, if that's what I wanted to do, but it would also give me the opportunity to look at other opportunities that are linked to my current career, or completely fresh opportunities. So so that's kind of I was umming and ahhing, but then I was also thinking about doing total 360. So I was thinking about starting a whole new career altogether as well. So I kind of toyed around with different courses. I was very interested in doing a fashion at one point, and to be honest, if I could have done a fashion master's, I probably would have done that. But unfortunately, with fashion, they generally want you to have done something fashion based for your BA, and my BA had nothing to do with fashion. So I ended up, it wasn't really an option unless I wanted to go and do another BA, so another undergraduate degree, and I was not going to do a whole new undergraduate degree. Not just because why would I want 2 undergraduate degrees and I don't have the time, but also it's expensive. I would have had to fund it myself because I've already had a student loan for my first degree. So I was like, okay, I guess fashion's not an option. So I mean, I can do short courses in fashion, but to do a whole master's, then it wasn't really an option. So after toying with a few other professional ideas, a few other degrees, I settled on doing the MBA. And that was really because in 2019, I launched my business, which if you look at one of my first or second videos, I talked a bit about that experience, and I am going to do another video because it's been 3 years since I've had that business, and I wanted to talk a little bit about what's been happening with that business. And it's still going, it's still there, and also I'm planning to relaunch that business, so I will talk a lot more about that in another video. But yeah, so I launched that business and I had a lot of failures. I've had a lot of failures in that business, and one of the things that I learned was my lack of knowledge in terms of business and strategy and just understanding the process. Don't get me wrong, you don't need to go and get a master's to be able to understand that or fill in that knowledge. There's so many entrepreneurs out there that don't even have an undergraduate degree and they're very successful. So I'm not saying that that is what is needed, but for me, I'm quite an academic person and that's how I learn best, and I didn't really have the exposure to just, or the opportunity to just learn as I go. I need to get it right, because I've got so much riding on it. You know, I've got family responsibilities that I need to consider. Obviously, I'm a mum, I'm having children, I've got a career. So I don't really have that time to just do constant trial and error, making loads of mistakes. I wanted to have a good grounding and foundation of knowledge, and I felt that even if my business ideas didn't get off the ground, weren't successful, at least I would have another qualification that can progress me further in terms of my current career, or if I wanted to change career altogether. I hope that's all making sense so far, what I'm trying to say. So in a nutshell, I wanted to open up my options, and I felt like that was the only way, because my undergraduate degree is very niche and you can only use it for what you're doing. So it's very hard to transition into another profession. And even if I was going to transition to another profession, I would have had to start really from the bottom, making peanuts, and I just can't afford to do that, basically. Whereas with an MBA, you know, I can sort of start at a decent baseline in another profession if that's the road I choose to go down. It's not my plan at the moment. I'm doing the MBA because I want it to help me with my business ideas, and I have quite a few exciting launches coming up in the next, I would say, 24 months that I'm so excited about. But it's just a matter of getting things off the ground. At the moment, they're just ideas. Some of them are more further forward than others, but yeah, it's going to take a lot of work. And I feel a bit like, obviously, as you guys know, I'm pregnant. I also work full time. I also have my brother that I look after who lives with me, and I also have my daughter. So realistically, I can't do everything. So, and plus I'm doing a master's, which is what I'm talking about today. So realistically, I know that I can't, to launch another business right now is not feasible, but it is something I plan to do before the year is done, when my situation is hopefully going to be slightly different. For example, I won't be working full time. So yeah, I'm really excited. But yeah, let me talk to you a bit about my course. I won't say too much about the university I'm at and stuff like that, but what I will say is that I decided to opt for an online course. So when I first started looking, I was looking at options either online or like a face-to-face course. And in a way, I'm so glad I chose online, because when I started my course, obviously it was middle of the pandemic. So a lot of even face-to-face courses were being taught like online or partially online. And then also I think being a mum, being pregnant, having kids in between doing a course, it's like, it would have been really hard to manage that with a face-to-face course, because my online course is so flexible, because it's perfect for someone like me who can't commit to like every week, every couple of days going for lectures and seminars and things like that. So all our lectures and seminars and stuff are all online, and you can take breaks, which has been a godsend, because I've taken 2 breaks already in the whole year. I think I've taken like 6 months worth of breaks, but it's because I needed them. So last year when I started, I took 12 weeks off because I was moving house, and also I was burnt out. So I had to take a break anyway. And so, yeah, moving house and everything, I just needed time to sort that out, to get things in order. It's obviously a lot of work when you move house. So I took a break, and then I started my course again, did quite a few units. Then I found out I was pregnant, and first trimester completely wiped me out. So I took another break. If that was a conventional face-to-face course, I wouldn't have been able to take all those breaks. And what would have happened is I would have constantly needed extenuating circumstances. I would have constantly been, doing low grades, or like even failing stuff or not submitting work. Whereas with this, I've not had that. I've been able to maintain the basic standard of, academic level of work. Not to the standard I would like or what I know I'm capable of, but good enough that I know that definitely I'll do better and I will get what I need to get, the grades I need to get, which is going to be either merit or distinction. That's like the minimum I need to get. Distinction is the highest you can get, merit is right below that. So if I get a merit, I'll be very happy, but I am hoping I can get a distinction. I feel like I'm capable of it, but obviously it's very hard to do that, especially in my circumstances. So if I get a merit, I'll be happy with that. So yeah, definitely anyone who's thinking about doing a master's, especially, or doing any degree, because I've got a couple of friends who are also doing degrees or thinking of doing degrees, and obviously you're thinking about, kids and you know, running your house and having a career already and all that kind of stuff. Some top tips would be, yeah, if you can do an online course, and if you feel you can learn that way, if you're quite an independent learner, because that's the one thing I'll say about online, it's very isolating. So like if you're in uni, you'll see your colleagues like who are on your course, you can meet up for study days and things like that. And you can learn from each other and vibes with each other. Maybe if you've got an assignment, you can kind of support each other. That's what I did in my undergraduate degree. With this master's, it's been a very lonely journey. It's just me and my books. And even though there are classmates, but because of the way it runs, like, because I've taken breaks, for example, and we all get assigned to different modules, so you don't necessarily have the same people in each module. So that's number one. And number two, it's an international course, so people come from all over the world. So realistically, how are you going to meet up with them? And number three, because it is online and you're not meeting with people in person, and also because of the international element, we're not even allowed to put our cameras on in the video, so you don't even see the people that are in your class. You just know their names and hear their voices. So it's quite hard to connect with people unless you really go out of your way. And I'm just too busy to go out of my way to connect with people. So it's been quite lonely in that respect. But I think because I've done academics before, I've done loads of courses and I've got a degree already, like I'm not that bothered. Like I'm quite happy to get on with it. But yeah, if you want that flexibility to be able to still get on with other things in life, but still be able to do your masters and still be getting on with it, obviously it'll take longer than someone who's got the time to do it full time. Like if you wanted to blitz the course and do it in like 18 months, 2 years, or even, I think you could probably finish it in 12 to 14 months if you really blitzed it, then you can. But in my head, I've given myself like 3 years to finish the course. So it's been 1 year so far. I'm hoping to finish it end of next year, maybe the beginning of the year after. That's realistic for me because obviously I've got maternity leave and things like that. I will do the course during maternity leave, but at least I'll still need to take breaks when I've got a young baby and things like that. So yeah, what else would I recommend? What other tips? Do as much reading as you can. Be serious about it. You know, don't waste your money. Don't throw your money down the pan. It is expensive. Make sure it's the right time for you. Make sure you're committed to it, and make sure it's a course that you enjoy. I'm really enjoying it at the moment. I am. I'm learning stuff that I would just never be exposed to otherwise, and that was the whole point. At the moment, I'm actually doing a bit of economics. So the course I'm doing at the moment is, the module I'm doing at the moment is markets. I should know this. Markets, ethics, and governance, corporate governance. So it's a lot to do with economics. So I bought myself this. I don't know what you guys think of this like series of books for dummies. I don't know if anyone's ever read it or used it, but it's been around a long time. But I just felt like I've never studied economics before, not at college, not at secondary school. So I don't know what they're talking about. Like, obviously I can understand it to a certain extent because you know, I can follow, and I did do maths A level. So it has some of those concepts and things that I can sort of understand, but I just felt like I needed a good grounding, especially because this is the first module where it's not just coursework based. I've got an exam, so I'm trying to like prepare for the exam. So yeah, anyway, so this is going to be my reading for the next couple of days, trying to get through as much of it as I can and have a good solid understanding of economics. So if anybody is an economics expert and wants to help a sister out, please comment below, message me, because I will appreciate the help. But yeah, so yeah, in a nutshell, I'll definitely say if it's something you want to do it, go for it. Don't dilly-dally, don't procrastinate, just get on with it. And you know, it is going to be hard. There will be challenging times. There's been times where I'm like, Paige, was this the best time to choose to do a master's? Like, not the best time. But there's never going to be a perfect time in life to do everything you want to do. Sometimes you just got to grab the bull by the horns and you just got to get on with it. Get on with it. It's hard, I know, but once you've done it, you're going to be so proud of yourself. And it's better to do it than to let another 3-4 years go by anyway and you haven't achieved your goal. So that's kind of the ethos I'm going with at the moment. So yeah, hopefully if anybody else is studying a master's or wants to kind of connect and talk about it, and you know, even like do some, especially if you're in the Essex area and you're looking for a study buddy, let me know. And yeah, we can definitely support each other on our journey. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful to you guys, and do like and comment below. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed, to my videos, and this is now, how many videos have you watched? And you haven't subscribed. Is that nice? Is that nice? No, I need to ask you, is it nice? It's not nice, so please subscribe, okay? Subscribe, guys, and I'll definitely see you in my next video. All right, bye.